let's show how we can manage StreamNative tenants, namespaces, and topics using Anthropic Claude combined with a StreamNative MCP server. So here we are in Cloud. I've listed the tools that I've enabled for this particular demo. So first I'm going to ask it, can you list my available tenants? So it's going to run a tenant list and it's going to get some tenants back. Let's go ahead and ask it to create our first tenant for this demo. Can you create a tenant called YouTube tenant? And it's going to go ahead and know exactly which Pulsar admin tenant command to call. And it went ahead and created that tenant. Next, let's create a namespace. Create a namespace, YouTube namespace. And it's smart enough to know to put it inside of that tenant since we were just talking about that tenant. And next, let's create a partition topic. Please create a partitioned topic called test. We'll say with 2 partitions. Now that we've got our topic, let's go ahead and produce some messages to it. Can you produce a string message to this topic? I'll let you come up with some fun text. And it knows to use the Pulsar client produce. It says, welcome to your new Pulsar topic. This is where data adventures begin. Looks like it went ahead and sent that. And now let's go ahead and try and consume that message. And it's going to figure out it needs to use Pulsar client consume. Used a exclusive subscription with earliest. It says it successfully consumed the message from the topic and it prints it out along with a lot of other information like publish time, message ID, the subscription name it used. Let's go ahead and show if you want to then configure some things, you can even say set TTL to 10 minutes for my namespace. And it knows to use the Pulsar admin namespace policy set tool to go ahead and set that on your namespace. We're all done for the demo. So what I want to do is list out my tenants again. And since we're done, I want to delete all of my resources. Normally you'd have to go in and delete your topics and namespaces and tenant individually, but I'm just going to say delete tenant, YouTube tenant. And it's going to know that it has to delete the resources inside of that tenant. So it's first going to delete the namespace for me. And it can't do that yet either, so it has to delete the topic. So first deletes the topic, then deletes the namespace, and then deletes the tenant. And that's the end of our demo, showing how you can use this set of tools to manage your tenants, namespaces, and topics, which is a subset of many more tools. And we also showed how you can then test your topics using some producer and consumer clients directly here inside of Anthropic Claude with our StreamNative MCP server.